Hey everybody, it's Shadster from shadratKustoms back again, wanting to finish up with our 32 Ford project on our custom axles. I've gone ahead and pre-cut some of your my piano wire .032 rod. So now I'm just going to take these wheels off, and like I showed in a couple of my other videos, grab our anvil, grab a little size number 1 crimp tube, make sure it's standing up straight. These little buggers are sometimes hard to deal with. We get some glue on the tip of our axle material again, and then grab your hobby hammer, and lightly tap it on. If it can stay straight long enough. So you end up with something kind of like that. Okay, so run it through your fingers a couple times so the glue is out of your way of your tire. Slide your first tire on. Make sure your second tire goes on opposite of the first tire, so when you put your second crimp tube back on, you're not backwards on your tires. Push them through the same side. Grab your snips. Get as close to your chassis as possible. Close your eyes when you snip this, and let that metal land where it may. Now you're ready for a crimp tube on the top. I like to pick these crimp tubes up over at Michael's craft store. Occasionally they'll run percentage off coupons, so you can get the package of, I think there's like 100 crimp tubes in here for $2 or $3. Tap your other crimp tube on, run it through your fingers a tad, and then you'll end up with something just like that, retaining both sides of the tire. And let's check it for a match. Check our fit here and put our little Ford back together. Now, might look kind of neat if we went back and, oh, our back wheels popped off. Might look kind of neat if we went back and maybe painted the centerpiece of those axles red to match the red line on the tire, but for this video we'll just show the normal silver way that we've been doing it. Okay, so there's your chassis with the tires put on it. We'll let that sit there and let the glue dry for a minute. Go back and take our 256 tap. Sometimes after I take the chassis apart, I like to go back again with my number 50 bit and go in just a little bit deeper to make sure my screw is going to be able to get in as far as I need it to. Okay, so let's tap this little guy for our little 256 by 3/16 screws. You can start feeling it giving you some friction, so that means it's time to pull it out and clean out the flute of your tap. What I've used is just a normal tap holder, but I've taken the T handle off of it just so I can run it with my fingers. Yeah, that's getting in the good bottomed out on the tap. Alright, let's put this little guy back together and see how she looks. So, put the glass in. Oh, we need to tap this little engine real quick. Tapping the plastic engine's always real easy, just to give it somewhere to have that screw bite down on. Sometimes you have some extra pieces of plastic you gotta trim so it'll go back together easier. Tap that little guy. This is just so your screw will go back in a little easier. Okay, so you've got your body, your plastic, your window, your glass, whatever you want to call it, your tub, interior tub, and then on these 32 Fords they're a little bit tricky because you've got to put the body on first. Like so. Oh, there goes our front wheel. Oh, did our wheel come off center? Nope. Oh, that's gonna look sweet. Red lines accenting the red. Looks kind of cool without the engine for a second. Then your engine pops on just like that. And so this would be where I would probably opt to use my black 256 button head screws to match with the black base of my chassis plate. So I'm just using my number 50 driver. I screw those into the bottom there. Let's do it to the front. It just fit. The screw just fits on just like that, nice, and holds it into place. Pick this little number 50 driver up at Sears. Drive that in, and what you've got is your 32 Ford with different wheels. Let's test it. Test it for rolling. Get our material out of the way here. It rolls just like a champ. So that's a wheel swap with custom axle on a 32 Ford. And then maybe at the tail end of this video, what I wanted to do is kind of go around real quick and show my workbench in a couple areas, but maybe this is long enough video. We'll save that for another video, maybe just a quick run through. Got my workbench, got some of my customs that I've been working on. So as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below or PM me if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.